Is it about that time to put away the red lipstick and start the first Protestant nunnery? Fear not! In this video, we're going to talk about why you may still be single. Hello, I'm Hannah with Identifying God's Best, and today we're going to talk about why you are still single. Look, this video is not going to be just rag on you for all the things that you are doing wrong. No, I'm here to help. And I'm going to actually talk about some things that are really exciting. The first reason why you are still single, no maybe, is that it's what's best for you right now. How do I know that? Because God is sovereign. And in Romans 8:28 it says, "And we know that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose." And this verse is often misused and misunderstood to mean that God causes all things to work for what feels good to us. But that is not what's being said here. While this verse often, brings warm, cuddly feelings, it can actually be quite convicting. Do you really think that this season of singleness is good? If not, what does that say about the way you think about the Lord, your trust in Him, and your thoughts on how powerful He is and how much He loves you? Thomas Watson wrote a book on this verse called All Things for Good, and it really made me check myself and my thoughts about God and the season that I was going through. Know this: the reason why you are still single is that God is sovereign and He means this time for good. The second reason why you are still single is for service. You can be dedicated to the Lord during this time and not have to consider feeding and taking care of your husband or your family members. God has given you this time for a reason, so use it to grow your character and your eternal rewards. 1 Corinthians 7:32 says, "One who is unmarried is concerned about the things of the Lord, how he may please the Lord." So be concerned about how you may please the Lord during this time. God knows what is good, and we've talked about in the first reason why you are still single. And our whole lives are just to be dedicated to His service. Marriage doesn't change that. Singleness, however, is a great opportunity to grow, to serve, and to learn about the Lord. Knowing that if God does have marriage in mind for you, you will meet that man when the time is right. The third reason that you may still be single, this is the first one we kind of add the maybe in there, is that you are sinful. We're just gonna clump all of this together. There may be a sin pattern in your life that you need to remove. Maybe you're wallowing in because you're still single. You need to stop just trusting the Lord and know that He is a good God. And it's so neat. There are several Old Testament books that talk about the great tragedies. Yes, much worse than the fact that you haven't had a date in months, where God orchestrated great things so that the people of Israel would, just be called to understand their sin, their idolatry, and turn and know that the Lord is God, and just to humble themselves before the Lord. So, humble yourself before the Lord. This is something you'll need to do for the rest of your life. Remove the sin, and God is giving you a window of opportunity to do this before it affects not only you, but also your loved ones, such as, your significant other and possibly your children. It is a grace that you have more time to grow in your Christ-likeness and learn to depend on Him. And remove the sin from your life before you start a family. And guess what? At the right time, boom, Mr. Right comes, and you can identify God's best and be so thankful that the Lord has blessed you with another person to come alongside you and be your teammate, someone you can help and cherish for the rest of your life. So exciting. There are some women out there who never get married, and that's God's plan for them. But He gives them what they need in order to live a life of singleness. And it's amazing. And though these women, I would say, are more the exceptions than the general rule, for most women, it is God's plan that you get married. So we should all desire marriage. We should all cherish and respect marriage. It's something God created as a grace of life. And if you still have questions about this topic, comment below. We would love to hear your specific scenario. And like and subscribe as we have more singleness, videos coming, as well as videos on biblical dating, so that you will be ready when your man comes and you don't have to panic watch our videos. Though if you are here panic watching, we're happy that you're here. It's good to see you. And we're happy that you're receiving biblical truth in this time of desperation. This is Hannah with Identifying God's Best, and we'll have more girl talk later.